Here it is, the special moment for Nathan Burke, playing game number 323. Lots of threes tonight. He's 33. He wears number 3. It's game 323 as Nathan Burke, his wife Fiona and daughters Ruby, Alice and Molly make their way onto Telstra Dome. Guard of honour from the St.Kilda teammates as he runs through the Saints banner for one last time. Fantastic atmosphere here tonight as Nathan Burke goes through the banner with his St.Kilda mates. Well, it's going to be mixed emotions for Danny Frawley tonight, of course.
They're shortest forward because there aren't many talls down there. Tittendale goes long in the Kellaway direction, but wasn't a great placement. Rewalt with a big edge in height, able to mark that. One of the top marks in the comp this year. Clark there! Oh, yes! He's been higher, but he hasn't judged them much better than that.
Oh, it was terrific, Tim. As we said, not much of him. And he backs himself, which is good. And then his captain picks him up by the scruff of the neck and says, go back and kick a goal, young fella. Well, they've had enough opportunities. They've had it up their forward line more times than the Tigers. They need to capitalise.
X marks the spot. Saints looking for the first goal of the night. Xavier Clark from only 30 as he kicks it. And he delivers. Forward again. It's a very open forward half. So open there's no one there for a little while. And he did pretty well. What a free kick if he wanted it, but he goes to Del Santo. Now Burke having a good corner. Go Burkey. He could have had a couple of bounces, but as ever, he did the team thing because Rewalt was loose. And he should be able to kick a goal.
Well, let's see if he kicks with the right foot. And Nathan Burke playing particularly well. Gee, Rewalt is a real match-up concern for the Tigers. They're not quite sure who's on him. Just sharing the ruck work. We've had Maguire do ruck work, Rewalt do ruck work, Kazitsky's done a bit.
Didn't kick left foot that time and didn't miss. This time from Zantuck. Lovely long ball. Hamill a sitting duck for Ottens, but good contest from the Saints. Del Santo's been good. Hayes the give and go. St Kilda dangerous again. That's a beautiful kick. And guess who's on the end of it?
He's within range this time.
Yes, and he's giving Mark Chappie the runaround at the moment.
Has he gone a bit early?
Gee, lovely finish there by Lenny Hayes. Just pops the ball up, lets Nathan Burke lead onto it.
He's having a sensational quarter. This to cap it off. Yes! That's the moment they came for. Nathan Burke kicks goal number 124.
So the Tigers work it out off defence for a chain of handballs. And there with Poglagy off the ball. That was a high knot. In fact, the umpire spotted it. And Del Santo is the man that's going to take the free kick. Let's have a look at a replay.
I think it's Fiora, number 14.
Oh, she didn't seem to be much in that.
Well,
we really theatrics.
We really
hard
don't
to
know.
tell.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
You know, Del Santo maybe over-exaggerated. Who knows?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, disappointing for Danny Frawley because his team was rebounding out of defence.
So they might give up a cheap goal here, the Tigers. Whether it was a bit of acting or not doesn't matter now because Del Santo is directly in front and pops it through.
With any confidence. St Kilda doing most of the attacking, and here they go again. Baker, high ball. Ottens, should have taken that. Clark getting a hand in there for Hamill. Now Burke for another. Oh, brilliantly done.
Unselfish, Tim. Unselfish. He could have blazed away. And what a first quarter Nathan Burke's having. You can see Ottens missed the mark. Ottens didn't do the centre ruck work. It was Stafford, so they've set up very defensively.
Gehrig kicks the Saints 5th, and they lead by 27 points. Which he uses so well. Now Richardson against Maguire, and Maguire beats him pointless. Well done. And gives Gehrig a shot, and Hamill, and Clark for his second, and the Saints lead by 33.
Use him.
Possession number 5. It's a poor one. Riewoldt to Del Santo. Riewoldt got pulled down off the ball too. Holding his head, he's still down. Fiora for the Tigers. He's still down, Riewoldt. Not well. Good kick by Fiora. Finds Fleming. Spat out cold, Riewoldt. It was an insert just off the ball. I didn't spot exactly what happened, but he was certainly caught high. Hayes to Del Santo. Chip kick to Powell. Got plenty of room to move.
Riewoldt staggering. Trainers let him go. He's in trouble.
He is out of it. Fiora in defence, under pressure. Got it to Chaffee. To Johnson. He is out on his feet, Riewoldt. He's got to get him off. He is in a bad way. Well, he's got blood pouring out of the mouth. The umpire's going to have to stop it here. Now, something happened off the ball. I'm not sure whether it was legal or illegal, but he certainly went down just off the ball.
Well, he came in to intercept that pass to Ottens. He read the play particularly well to get there. And we'll just see if we can pick it up. Oh, yeah.
Who was the player in question? That was Fleming.
Fleming.
And that's nasty.
That's not good enough. That's not good enough.
Well, they lost a player last week with a broken jaw, and Daniel Wolf.
Yeah, well, we might have a look at it again, but that's disappointing. That is disappointing because Riewoldt is
Unprotected, wasn't he?
Unprotected, fair player. Got the handball off and then caught. We won't. Well, certainly that won't be the end of it. We'll be hearing plenty about that
On the wing. The scrubber, Kosicki, Del Santo, who's been good. And chalks up a couple of stats and delivers neatly to Ball. Now Burke, good hands, good strong hands.
Good contest between Burke and Chaffee.
Double-digit possessions already.
Yeah, and the fellow with the ball doing it. Look at the signs in the background. Thanks, Burkey. Fiora playing half-back on Xavier Clark.
Then on the mark inside 50.
Do you think it's just beyond in the distance, Tim?
I reckon he knows it. And that's why he's done what he's done. Now, Lee Montagna will have similar distance to kick, less of an angle and a younger, fresher leg. Tigers still have just the one goal. If you can kick this, the margin is becoming very big. It is a goal, I reckon, of goal umpire Nastasi, and Nasty says yes.
Little Baker doing a tagging job on Coughlin. And again,
He's plucked one out here, the ump. It's going St Kilda's way. It's going to be taken by Ball. No one on the mark. Now the Richmond player gets there. And just lurking on the 50 was Maguire. Takes a comfortable mark. From about 51 metres out.
a couple of weeks ago he kicked 3 goals against the Crows in Adelaide.
He's kicked 5 goals in his 13 games this season. So when he comes with 51, it's not a bad effort, it's home for the Saints. So the all-important first goal of the third term goes to St Kilda, and their lead now is out to 33 points.
I don't know what the free was for.
No, hard to pick up, but Grant Thomas would be thrilled to see a couple of his youngsters just get the ball across to Maguire, and Maguire to finish off.
Well, the intention, which seemed to be there, to have him ready to come back, looks as though it might have wavered a little.
Stafford back in the ruck. I like this. This is better.
St Kilda by 33. Another free kick, and again it goes St Kilda's way.
Well, I think he thinks Stafford put one hand in the face of Maguire at the ruck contest.
Allegation about Stafford was made once earlier in the year too. Here's Gary. Wasting no time. From 45, he has done it! Well, that's really broken this open. It's out to 39 points.
It was good play, wasn't it, Tim? Just straight away, bang, caught the Richmond defenders napping.
Yeah, just backed himself, took off on that left foot of his, probably realised he was maybe on his distance, he just couldn't kick from a set shot, so backed himself, took off, and Aaron Hamill coming off with the blood rule.
So Aaron Hamill comes off under the blood rule, and great play by Fraser Gary, very clever, just played on and caught the Tiger defenders napping, good mark, and then immediately swung onto the left to kick his second for the night.
Well, he just gained 10 or 15 metres, didn't he? And they was able to put it through quite comfortably. Now with Stafford doing the ruck work, it's a pretty tall Tiger forward line now. Ottens, Richardson and Ben Holland out at centre-half forward. Stafford, see how he goes this time.
Off the tap.
Well, he just dominates the hit-outs, but they don't get the clearances.
Duncan Kellaway's kick was ineffective. Maguire to Baker. Runs into heavy traffic. Powell managed to fire out the handball. Johnson will get there first for the Tigers. To Newman. Backtracks to Jaffe. This is disposal number 21. To the wing. Holland wrestles with Goddard. Voss is there to lend some support. Hayes to Harvey. Inside 50, Clark. Great pass by Harvey.
How good was that kick?
Saints seem to have all the answers at the moment. Christy Malthouse.
Well, some more good news for St Kilda. It looks like Nick Rewalt is ready to come back on. He's taken his tracksuit top off and he's just doing some sprint work along the boundary, and he certainly looks like he wants to get back out on the ground.
Absolutely nothing Fiora could do to stop that pass. It was bullet-like. Wasn't a stab pass, was it, Tim? I think it was a drop punch pass.
So Clark's kick two. He'll be kicking from about 45 out. Good-looking kick. Saints get another one. Three goals to Xavier Clark, one in each quarter. And now the margin is out to the biggest of the game. It's a whopping 45 points.
Well, they got the early goals in the third quarter. Hard to see Richmond coming back now. And all the space that Xavier Clark has to lead into. Grant Thomas has put him back into the forward line. He went to the back line for most of the season, played well, then struggled, got him back up, doing what he likes to do, kicking goals.
Aaron Hamill coming out. He's wearing number 52. Obviously no reserve jumpers, being the heritage jumper, so there'll be a nice trivia question in the years to come. What number did the captain of St Kilda wear?
See if the Tigers get another hit out. They do. That's 23 hit-outs to 9, and the clearances are even. So it's a waste of a lot of work. You've got to give the Saints credit at ground level. They've just been too good.
Fleming, with the numbers against him, was overwhelmed in the end. The bounce of the ball not with Richmond. Blundfield eventually to Stafford. Free kick to Richmond, actually backward of the ball. Now, if there's a free kick, it should go forward to where the ball is, I'd have thought. Here's Holland. And he can line them up from out there. He has scarcely touched it tonight.
Started centre-half forward. Penny had the better of him and benched for most of the second quarter. And you can just see right of picture. And young Goddard is not a good matchup. Hasn't got the size to go with Holland. And the boos for guess who? Tim Fleming.
Richmond leading this like a man in the desert needs a wet sponge. And that's a good kick. Still a long way to go. Goddard was matching him for speed off the mark. The wider shot we saw a moment ago showed him actually gaining ground on Holland, but he got too close. He made contact with his body, and Holland's body was too big and strong.
I would try to isolate Holland against the inexperienced Goddard.
Richmond gets its fourth for the night, but it's the Saints by 39. Stafford won the tap and went straight to Harvey. Now Baker kicks one to the 50. Thompson on for the Saints. Given away a free kick. And it'll go to Fiora. Gives it to Johnson. To Bowden. Just over the line for throw in. Half-forward line, Saints into attack. They lead 68-29. Stafford won the tap to Cameron, but only as far as Blake. He's got Aussie Jones in the middle, and Aussie drills it long. It's a good kick, deep into attack. Hamill wrestles with Kellaway, taps it to Gehrig. Here's a chance for Goddard, onto the left boot, has a snapper goal, and it's a ripper. Great goal, Brendan Goddard.
Well, they just made the move, Stephen. Goddard was playing at full-back. The coach realised that was a bad match-up for St Kilda because he didn't have the strength to go with Ben Holland. He pushed him forward. He didn't have an opponent. He was freed up. And he's taken full advantage of that freedom. And to be able to go onto his non-preferred side and put that through just shows how talented he is.
Good little 1%er for Aaron Hamill too, wasn't it?
Well, that's what he does. And look at the hit-outs. Have a look at the hit-outs there, particularly in this third quarter. Richmond 8-1, and the clearances are going St Kilda's way. So Ben Holland with a new opponent, Maxie Hodgson, and I think Grant Thomas would be much happier with that setup.
And those clearance figures in keeping with form during the year. St Kilda were 5th, despite the fact that they've spent long periods without a ruckman, and Richmond 14th, despite their abundance of tall timber.
Just good organisation at ground level, Tim, where you've got the Harveys and Hayes and Burke.
Stafford, the big thump like Craig McKelly used to do against Carlton a few years ago, Rob.
Well, just another,
decades ago, actually.
and another Richmond hit out, but no advantage.
Here's Goddard splitting them open. A little bit too wide for Gehrig. Andrew Kellaway. Tigers with little fluency tonight. Zantuck being forced backwards. And a turnover. Baker giving it off to Harvey, and now Goddard again. Can show us his skills on the set shot.
Well, Robert Harvey again setting up a young teammate with a bullet-like pass into the forward 50. Marks inside 50, certainly to the advantage of the Saints. We have a look at the clearances, and the clearances are even over the three quarters. In this quarter, St Kilda lead the clearances 5-3, and yet Richmond lead the hit-outs 9-1. What's that tell you? That big blokes are not so smart?
I'm not commenting. But he produced the left foot snap from that range, and the right foot set shots even better. Saints fans, young and old, loving this tonight.
And Zantuck pressured, forced to kick off one step. Baker to Harvey. And Robert Harvey probably kicked that 15.5 metres to set Goddard up. Wayne Campbell in picture, Paul Spargo, Danny Frawley. And in the other coach's box, Grant Thomas, he'd be thinking he's a genius. He made the move with Goddard 2 minutes ago, and now the kids kick 2 goals.
Biggest margin in the game. It's 51 points. Tigers going to attack through Kane Johnson. Holland did well to get it to Cracker, and he should go from here. He's missed from point-blank range.
Fleming, Schulz, Duncan Callaway. You can't believe it.
Richmond are having an absolute shocker. We did see them, did we not, 2 weeks ago here kick 24 goals. More than halfway through the third quarter they have 4. Maguire from behind, bit of body, bit too much body. Free kick to Richmond. Tivendale wants to play on. Coghlan. Cameron using the right. Uses the left these days as well. Nichols now. Ottens, 2 against him. St Kilda have teamed up down there brilliantly. Great work by Penny. To Blake, to Gehrig. Working his way down into the back half. You'll have to get rid of it. His body's strong enough to withstand the attempt by Cracker to bring him undone. Now Hayes. As the Saints are dangerous again, that's a beautifully weighted kick for Burke. Has he got the speed? Newman just pushing him off it.
And St Kilda defence has been terrific the way they've supported each other. Have a look at Brett Voss going back again. To help Luke Penny again and again and again. That is super work. Doesn't get a kick mark or handball, but gets enormous respect from his teammates because he put himself in a dangerous spot.
And from Robert Walls, as we have a throw in. 50 out from the Saints goal. Knocked into space. Here's a chance for Burke. Awkward kick. Didn't come off. Richardson's there to save the day. To Cracker. In the back pocket. A shot at goal a minute ago. Roden. Voss. Throw in. Saints headed for their 9th win of the season. Long way out. So virtually have to be a 10-goal turnaround here for the Tigers to win. Past the halfway mark of the third term. Tivendale has battled hard. Fiora to Roden. 9th disposal coming up for Roden. He pops it over the top to Blomfield. Manages to get past Baker. Kicks in the Holland direction. Couldn't mark. Coghlan. To Billy Nichols. Too slow. Run down. Another good tackle on Baker. Kick out of the pack by Roden. He is on the full.
Hayes for St Kilda. Saints by 50 points. Lovely delivery to Voss. He's become a good player in the back half for St Kilda.
And the beauty of him, Tim, he can play on shorts, mediums or talls.
Blake into an open 50. Gehrig with the set, got it again. Richmond have just come apart tonight. This has been a depressing performance.
Well, this quarter, 5 goal to 1 in favour of the Saints. Most likely going to be 6, but Brett Voss has just been wonderful in that defence. And we see Andrew Thompson just keeping Chappie away. And the beautiful kick made it hard for Zantuck. I think Brett Voss leaving Brisbane was the best thing that he could do. In the shadow of Michael, his older brother, best player in the game today, most people would say. And it takes a bit of guts to leave your home state, come down here, and, well, he's made a real name for himself.
Gehrig's third, Saints by 56.
And Voss sets that up to Blake. And a long, flat drop punt. And Stevie Baker on Coughlin. Coughlin playing forward line for Richmond. Coughlin only had the 8 disposals tonight, so Baker taking the honours there.
And he's averaging 23 this season. Oh, gee, that's a hard hit, a very fair hit. It's Lake, he's got the free kick. A fair contest, anyway, it was head high. And that's why the umpire saw it, and Blake quickly recovers as he hits Gehrig on the chest. And there's Blake, well, there you go. Recovered very quickly.
I think it was lucky it was Cracker, I think, wasn't he? If it had been someone a bit bigger, he would have been in real strife because he left himself
Got to be
rather
impressed. Got to have a look at here. And that was quite accidental, but tough for the kid to get up. The disposal of ball, that kick there was a beauty to Fraser Gehrig, and unselfishly gave it off again to Blake, who pushed forward. Matthew Richardson leaving the field.
Yeah, good show off as Blake comes in and he has kicked a goal. So the Saints go further ahead. It's getting embarrassing for the Tigers now. They trail by 62 points. As we go to... Quick hands by the Saints. Ends up in the hands once again of Del Santo. Good kick. Brendan Goddard. He can go back and kick his third.
Well, Brendan Goddard playing half forward on Mark Chappie. Chappie's had plenty of the ball, 24 disposals, but nothing you can do to stop a pass like that. And again, it's the youngsters, Del Santo to Goddard. I think St.Kilda supporters have got a lot to look forward to.
Directly in front, Goddard from 40. He likes it. It's another one for him. And the 15th for the Saints. Lead provided by Blumfield. Hot on his heels is Del Santo. Well played by Nick Del Santo. Great effort to Kaczynski. He drills it long. Gehrig's one out. Got to the front. Aussie. No mark. Plays on. Hits the post.
It'll come back. I think it'll come back to a Gehrig free kick in the back.
Yep, you're right, Rob. It's a free kick to Fraser Gehrig. 10 metres out.
He died, took it on the half volley. Don't think he marked it, but his Richmond opponent just crashed into his back. We'll have a look at it, and this should make up for the one that he just missed.
So Fraser Gehrig, point blank range.
He's blowing pretty hard.
Here's the replay of the recovery. Burke seeming to indicate he's okay, saying, how are you?
It's only the toughest of tough men can do that, can't they? Have a smile up having the head split open. As Gehrig kicks the goal.
He could be the chosen one. I think Nathan Burke's indicated that he'd like to hand his jumper over to one of the young talented Saints coming through.
Speaking of young talented Saints, this fellow's second half, in which he's kicked 3 goals, shows that he really has a stamp of class, an absolute thoroughbred. Blake now down the corridor for Hamill. The 50's wide open. Gehrig, oh yes, and there's ball in number 14, just missing. Not just missing, he missed by a fair bit in all honesty. Saints by 56.
And of course, Plugger started his career with St.Kilda wearing number 14 and changed to number 4.
Cameron, his kick just finds Nichols, but half back. Pretty lazy sort of kick, really. Allowed Del Santo into the picture, who got it to Hamill, to Hudson, to re-rolls.
And is that a show of appreciation by the St.Kilda supporters?
So Nick Rewalt, who started the game so well before he left the ground under the blood rule. A few stitches in the mouth. He'll
kick from 45. It's not a bad effort. That is a brilliant goal. And he is pumped.
Well, a couple of stitched heads there in Rewalt and Burke. Good spoil by Del Santo. And I reckon Maxie Hudson made sure that he was going to pass that to Nick Rewalt. He knew the importance of Rewalt coming back onto the field. He was never going to miss him.
It's a great team effort, that goal too, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, that was a great moment for St Kilda supporters. If Nathan Burke could kick a goal in the dying minutes, it would raise them to some celestial paradise. Here's Del Santo, who figured in the lead up a moment ago, and now Hudson, an old St Kilda favourite, can line up at the unfamiliar end of the ground.
I'm not sure I'd back him. I think even Max has a sense of humour and realises, well, have a look at that. Isn't that amazing? People have been crying out for Matthew Richardson to be played in other positions other than full forward. Well, he's got his hands full now. He's playing at full back. Stephen Powell says, I can't believe you're there, Richard.
Hodgson on the ground where he shed tears of desolation a couple of years ago. 12 career goals. Make it 13. A joyful night for St Kilda.
Harvey, Hayes, Del Santo, Hudson. Well, they've just run over the top of Richmond. Danny Frawley be at his wits' end.
Rob, I haven't seen a more concerted performance by a St Kilda side since their grand final year in '97.
Well, I think there's a good reason for it. There's a heck of a lot of resolve there, Tim, to make sure that one of their champions goes out on a good note. Plus, that they're in pretty good form. They had a good win last week.
Yeah, an excellent win last week against West Coast. As they work it forward once again. Oh, Blake's run onto it. He's looking for Rewalt. He's got the front posse. Not quite. Hamill. A bounce. 25 metres out from the Saints goal. They lead by 68. Keeping the time on.
Almost a mark. Almost a mark.
Blake reached over the top. Now Cameron to Chaffey.
Are they still a finals chance, Tim? St Kilda?
Mark to Del Santo.
Mathematically possible, as they say.
Well, they've got Carlton, Dogs and Geelong, so they could finish the season with 12 wins. Del Santo looks for Rewalt. Again, just missed the juggling mark. Another bounce, 40 metres out from St Kilda's goal. Good tap to Powell over the top. Rewalt will kick this goal. It's another one. Three goals to Rewalt. And the Saints are finishing off in style.
Just a lovely way for them to finish. The kid who started the game so well got knocked silly, spent more than half the game on the bench. And unselfish play by Stephen Powell to get that handball across. They could end up winning 5 in a row, St Kilda.
It'll be something nice to take into next season. This is a team going places, no question. Stafford, the tap, Bowden, Cameron. 74 points is the margin. Jones been very good. Coghlan. All wrapped up by Clark. Fleming.
St Kilda fans missing him that time. Now Fiora, Bowden with Del Santo, right on his hammer. Fisher giving it to Powell on the non-preferred, but doing it well. Hayes, that's an exhibition from the Saints right now. Hutchton again.
Gee, he did that well, Max Hudson. Just got that little nudge on Richo and then propelled himself backwards to be able to take the clean mark.
Playing centre half forward like Bulldog. Hayes. Hutchton again. This isn't so good. Hamill.
I reckon they're looking for Nathan.
Rewald again. Burke wasn't far away.
I reckon they were trying to set something up for Burke. Just missed out.
The Hamill kick was an inside-out torpedo. We've got to have another look at that. It was dead set, an inside-out torpedo.
Rewald for his third of this final quarter since coming back. Almost climbing out of the grave. No worries. Fourth for the night. The margin is 80 points.
He's saying kick it high, and it becomes a low snaking torpedo. But he'll take it anyway.
So St Kilda by 80. And here they go again. Oh, Powell's handball's intercepted. So Tivendale in his 100. The fish came from Voss. Newman, good kick, back inside 50. Schultz to Coughlin. And Nathan Burke finishes in style. So the Saints have smashed Richmond to the tune of 80 points. And what a way for Nathan Burke to say goodbye to St Kilda and goodbye to AFL football. What a great champion he's been. 323 games.
Describe your emotions.
Oh, I can't, Chris. It's just fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a better effort from these boys. A better crowd here tonight, both the Tigers and the Saints supporters. It's just a dream come true, basically.
What would you like to say to the supporters? Because they have turned out and they've been cheering you on all game.
Look, they've just been sensational. Not only tonight, but the last 17 years. They've just been unwavering in their support. They've never said a harsh word that I know of. Look, they've just been sensational, and I love every single one of them.
Now, you're probably the only player, as I give you another loud cheer, you're probably the only player to come off the ground with a blood raw with a smile on his face.
Oh, it's probably a bit ironic, but every time I look in the mirror now, I'll be able to remember this night, and I'll be glad for it.
How is the body feeling? It's been a long career. You've had knee injuries and all sorts of injuries. I guess you're not going to miss the pain.
No, probably not, but I was probably just getting the hang of it at the moment. Now I've got to hang the boots up, so... But look, I just couldn't have asked for a better night.
Danny Frawley, a former teammate, said he was going to save his accolades till after the game. I know you spoke to Stuart Lowe and Robert Harvey, obviously a long-time teammate. Obviously nice to have all of their support tonight.
It is, it's fantastic, and you know, Spud had a job to do tonight, and he's just a super bloke, so Richmond people are just extremely lucky to have him at their club, and Laurie there as well. Look, he's just the best mate of mine, and after footy he'll just be a best mate of mine forever.
St Kilda's got such a bright future. You're stepping out of the game just as another generation of stars are coming through at St Kilda, aren't you?
I am actually, and that gives me great pleasure tonight to hand on the number 3. I think it's about time the number 3 had a bit of class to it. Somebody could jump off the ground and use his left foot, so I'll be really honoured and privileged if Xavier Clark wore number 3.
What does this mean to you?
Oh, when Burke asked me during the week, I started shaking. My heart was beating flat out. I didn't know what to say to the bloke. I wanted to say yes on the spot, but Burke actually gave me a while to think about it, and 5 minutes later I was on the phone and said, I'll be honoured to wear it, mate, and thanks a lot, you're a champion.
You'll certainly wear it with pride, won't you?
Oh, for sure.
You're fighting back those tears, aren't you?
I am, yes. This little one of my arms doesn't help, but while I'm here, just want to thank St Kilda people, and a big thank you to the family and everyone involved with St Kilda, because you've just made it sensational, not only tonight but for 17 years, and thank you just doesn't seem to be enough.
Well done. It was a great night and a great farewell.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please show your support for Nathan Burke as he does a lap of honour and farewells a magnificent career for St Kilda. 323 games, 3 best and fairest, 4 All-Australians, an inspirational St Kilda leader. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Burke.
Well, what a classy way to finish off.
Oh, gee, I don't think I've seen a better finish than that.
It was awesome, wasn't it?
How good was that?
And Xavier Clark.
Yes.
Somewhat of a surprise. We all thought Luke Ball, perhaps.
Well, that was the tip through the week, but Xavier Clark, you can see he's just elated to be able to carry the number 3.
Doesn't it make you feel good about our game? We're celebrating 145 years of it this weekend with scenes like this.
I don't think I've seen a better send-off, Tim. It is just wonderful the way it's been done. Look, obviously winning it helps.
Yeah.
But even from the time we stepped into the St Kilda room, Stephen, you could feel it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
That they were on a mission tonight.
And we say well done to the Tigers too. They've got absolutely smacked tonight, but to their credit, they're still out there and showing a lot of class to stay out there and will pay tribute to Nathan Burke. So well done to the Richmond Football Club.